Hey, what up, y'all? We are back with episode 005 Vlog Talk. Today, we are going to be talking about quarantine. We're talking about the vaccine. And then we're going to touch up into the mental health behind quarantine. Because, honestly, it hasn't been easy for anybody. So, as far as quarantine, I mean, we've been quarantined since March. But I wouldn't even call it a quarantine no more because who's really, like, staying in their house? Right?
People who's quarantining.
Nah, I know my granddad is quarantining right now. He don't got the Rona. No, I don't think anybody's really quarantining anymore. Like, it's not a thing.
I think, like, with me, I never know when there's a shutdown or anything. Because the only time it...
What?
A lot...
I don't think anybody... That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even think the states are shutting down anymore.
What do you mean? Like, Walmart still closed early, no?
Yeah, but that's just what
Walmart's supposed to be 24 hours. So until Walmart is 24 hours again, then I know we open.
That's how you...
Yeah, that was like Club Walmart. Like, you don't have nothing to do at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, you go to Walmart.
I'm going to Walmart, she going to Walmart, they going to Walmart, they be at Walmart.
Quarantine sucked.
Quarantine was amazing.
In the beginning, it was alright.
In the beginning, it was horrible.
I like the beginning because I felt like whoever went outside, they went outside for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just people out there, whatever. Like, yo, people went, did their laundry, went home, supermarket, went home. It was a big culture shock.
For me, I don't know about you.
It was a culture shock for everybody, though. Like, come on. Like, who really expected something like this? I remember going home from work that day, yo, and I went food shopping.
Don't bring up old wounds for me.
You gonna cry? That was then and this is now.
Don't bring up old wounds or whatever, okay? Quarantine at the beginning was horrible for me. You was having a good time.
So it might have seemed in your eyes.
You was having a good time.
Anywho. Quarantine sucked in the beginning.
Okay, we'll agree to this, okay?
So let me ask, are you getting the vaccine?
No.
Why?
Because I don't even get the flu shot. You're not about to put no sickness in me for me to get sick. I'm good. I survive.
Are you one of those anti-vaccination people?
I'm not an anti-vaccination person, but if it ain't nothing wrong with it, don't fix it. I'm not broke. Don't fix me. I'm good.
So would you say the same thing for a newborn child? Like the newborn child shouldn't get their vaccines because they're a newborn child?
I mean, I don't know. They haven't even really had time to build up their immune system yet, but that's none of my business, you know.
I mean,
take care of your kid the way you want to.
Every parent is different, but all right, so for my kids, I waited as long as I can before I went ahead, got them their shots. I didn't, like, you know how they tell you, hey, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or whatever?
You see how the schools is calling me right now, ma'am, you got to get your kids shots. I said, well, when they return back to school, then I'll think about it.
I don't even know why they're doing that. They're not in school.
They're not in school, like... Man, they gotta get their shots to return to school. Okay. One doctor one time she had thought I had the flu. Like, she kept trying to tell me, you have the flu. You have the flu. Maybe. I said, I know I don't have the flu.
When was this?
Like a couple of years ago. No, that was before Corona.
Why the lying? Why you always lying?
Was even mentioned.
I was gonna say, maybe you had, you know what I mean? Maybe.
No, I didn't. I didn't have it. I had a cold. First of all, I knew I had a cold.
You know, okay, so a little bit off the topic, you know what I do like about you and I is that we know how to go out, have fun, avoid crowds, you know what I mean? And
but that's what I did anyway. Stay 6 feet away from me anyway. I don't know you. You don't need to be up on me like that.
How close is too close when a person stands or sits next to you and you've never even met him or her before?
So like a Rudy McGrudy.
No, it's a you in my space. Back up.
We are not friends. Please get away from me.
I get it, but...
People be all on your back and I turn around and I put like, you know, excuse you mind backing up? Especially, oh my God, please don't sneeze on me. If anybody knows me, Lord.
Bro.
I have had someone sneeze on me.
Who? Put it out there. Who? Like on you? Like hot? You?
Like that? Every single time I pulled out a plate of food at work.
She sneezed on your food?
Yo, she would come over there and talk and be like, or like,
that was kind
and I'd be like,
that was kind of real.
No, I'm an actress. I'm an actress.
I'm here.
I'm an actress.
Well, actress, you sneeze that way.
Every single time I pull out a plate of food, you know, she come over and talk and be right there. You know, I'm already like this because, you know, I don't like anybody like in my space like that. especially when I'm trying to eat.
I think sometimes you do come off as a Rudy. Yeah, so I'm not doing the vaccine either. I mean, I feel like I'm fine. I've been fine, so why would I?
And then you know your body. Like, first of all you gotta do, like, you know when you getting sick.
Yeah,
you know when you don't feel good, go pop a vitamin C, drink a little orange juice or whatever.
What do? I grab the whole box of Theraflu. I'm drinking a whole box. Like,
Theraflu is expensive too.
That's my go-to thing. I love Theraflu. I recommend it for anybody and everybody. You ain't feeling well, Theraflu is the way to go.
Severe cold or flu? Take control with Theraflu.
Yeah, or eat fruit or a vegetable. You know, you don't gotta walk around all day long eating fried fish and soul food.
What about the current mental health state of what's going on? I mean, aside from politics, I don't really want to discuss politics, but as far as like Corona and like face masks and like friends are actually to a point where they're nervous to hang out with other friends just because of what's going on. Like,
yeah, my thing is this: we can be siblings. You could be my mama. You could be my daddy. Like, if you have been exposed to COVID, and I know that I have a family that I have to take care of, I'm not bringing the sickness home to my kids.
Yeah, okay, so what about if
so you need to know there's no hard feelings, there's no animosity, but if I let you know, like, look, yo, you had COVID, like, I don't really want to be in your space.
What if they already beat it though? Like, what if, okay, they had COVID last month?
I don't care what nobody says. You're not going to tell me that somebody can't get COVID 2 times, especially if there's different strands or whatever.
Yeah, that's now. Now is a different strand.
And if COVID is just like the flu, people get the flu more than once.
My preference, if you had COVID, I want 12 feet. I love all my friends, you know what I mean? So, and I have friends that have had COVID. And
but at the end of the day, they should understand there is no animosity in that. That's just, they don't want to get sick. I don't want my kids sneezing in my face.
I get it. I get it. I respect it.
My daughter's 3, and she did one little teeny, because she was, you know, she choked off a little bit of maybe spit. I don't know. She was like, and she looked up like, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Wait a minute, something ain't right.
Yeah.
And she's 3, so it's like, yo, don't sit back and act like it's, oh, they don't like me. No.
How you feel?
Had COVID. Like, people dying out here.
What type of advice would you give certain people who feel like they don't have nobody really to reach out to or talk to, or especially during these times where people do want to social distance? I think social distance is mad stressful, but like, there's people out there that's actually lonely who don't have anybody to really mess with like that.
Listen,
so what would be your advice?
I know what I went through it before. I went through depression before, and it was like, okay, well, who am I going to talk to? Or my pride wouldn't let me talk to anybody because I'm like, I'm strong.
Lord,
if there's someone that you need to reach out to, at the end of the day, watch our vlog talk. You can reach out to me. My page is pretty public. Like,
I feel like, yo, our vlog talk is therapeutic for us. This is our outreach to others.
It is therapeutic, but I know with me, I reach out to people. If I notice that somebody seems like they're going through something, I just hit them up like, hey, you know, I notice you look like you having a bad day, you know, and then I try to give words of encouragement or whatever. But
unfortunately, I feel like you can't help people that don't want to help themselves.
You can't.
Like, people that you have, like Debbie Downers who are stuck. Oh my God, it's quarantine.
It's me type.
Yeah. So you can't really do too much with that.
While I'm out here living my best life. My
recommendation is to reach out to Facebook groups or whatever. And if you really feel like you need to get out there, just social distance. You know what I mean? Like, when I had my motorcycle, I went out and I met those guys. You know what I mean? It wasn't we were all on bikes, so we kind of had no choice but to social distance. But I always say, like, reach out on Facebook. Don't be scared to really step out your box. That was different for me because, you know, I don't mess with nobody. You know? I don't
mess with everybody.
No, I don't. I just go to Danny's house and that's it. But mental health is a very serious topic around these times. If you look now, I read an article today that the Oculus in New York, their little stair thing where you can go, they closed it down because people were starting to commit suicide.
Right.
And
but everybody's situation is different too, because like with us, we're fortunate enough to still be working. You know, we still have a job, stuff like that. You know, I mean, some of the people that's receiving unemployment, they might be a little bit more fortunate than me. Honestly, they might be making more.
Yeah, bonus.
But there's some people out there that they're not getting nothing. They got kids. They're not getting no assistance. They're not getting nothing. You know, so I can only imagine it would suck, like, to get evicted or whatever during this time.
I don't think they're doing. I mean, I seen one.
Well, you never know though. Sometimes you come across some, you know, you never know.
Yeah, I
You don't know everybody in the world, but you know.
But I think if you feeling lonely, you'll reach out and talk to somebody. There's no reason for anybody to feel like.
But at the end of the day, you have to change bits and pieces of yourself.
Girl, you sound like a hippie. I say reach out. Reach out to people. I'm like, yo, if you feeling alone, especially during these times of quarantine, like, there's no reason why people shouldn't feel like now more than ever to be able to reach out to anybody.
We'll put my Facebook name here. So if you need to reach out, just reach out.
Put that shit down. We're not putting no Facebook name nowhere.
We're going to put it right here.
Don't reach out. Reach
down
out.
below.
Hey, reach out in the YouTube comments. Reach out in the YouTube comments. Stop it. I ain't putting it there.
No, because if somebody got something personal that they want to talk about, they're not going to put it in a YouTube comment. And that's why nobody comes to talk to you.
You better watch that finger.
I did the grandma finger.
And that's why nobody want to talk to you.
That's right. You can reach out. If you feel like you want to say something that's important and you want to get off your chest and you want to just vent.
Well, if you reach out, I'm there too. In the same thing.
In the YouTube comments.
Nah,
though.
I'm there too. I seize it all. Right? So,
boy, you crazy.
A little bit. But you want to put our business out there?
That's
all right.
what you said.
That's fine, because people want to be nosy. That's fine. So, during quarantine, for us, this is our personal experience during quarantine. For the first, like, about 3 months of quarantine, we was, like, official but not official. Right? But, so that was then, you know what I mean? Like, there was certain situations that transpired, and we weren't actually living together yet. And so when did that start? That started what, May? May. So March, April, May. Yeah. So for the first 3 months, it was different, very, very different. We were dating, but May was when it really got solidified. It was, and so one day, what happened? You stood over. And he was like, all right, I'm about to go home.
Get more clothes. I felt like a scumbag riding around with a bag of clothes in my car.
And so then I was just like,
how trashy.
You were like, I'm going to go home. And
they call that a stay-the-night bag, my spinning night bag.
And I was like,
had to get more clothes.
Why don't you just stay? And then that's how the story kind of began for us. So we've been cohabitating or living together or whatever you want to call it since May. And it's been pretty chill. I mean...
So it is strange, like, so we used to like always hang out all the time or whatever, but it was just like you don't know somebody until you start to live with them.
Say it again.
That's why I want to say it again. I want to say it again.
You don't know somebody until you start to live with them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And boy, oh boy, did I think I was stubborn.
I'm not stubborn. Listen, I'm older than you, so I'm kind of probably stuck in my ways with certain things, but I don't think I'm stubborn. When?
Okay, you remember that one time when I was like, I don't even remember what we was fussing about, but because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning and the kids was playing the game like mad loud, being really, really loud.
Right.
And I was like, all right, if y'all don't quiet down, I'll make y'all cut the games off.
Right.
And then you cop attitude.
Me?
It was like, just let them play the game. I said, you know what? Whatever.
First of all, I don't talk like that.
And then he was being stubborn. He was being rude. So what I decided to do was I went downstairs and I knew that I didn't want to stay downstairs and it was cold or whatever. So I went and I sat in a chair and I was like, okay, he gonna come downstairs soon. He's gonna come downstairs. And I tell you, about 30 minutes passed and I was like, I'm not going upstairs. And I didn't hear no footsteps coming down the stairs.
What was I doing?
Laying in bed.
Sleep?
No.
I might have slept.
No, you did not.
Maybe,
and I went back upstairs, man.
I was praying on the situation because I am a God-fearing man.
I am delivered.
And I was probably reading my Bible a little bit before I went ahead and decided, am I going to go downstairs and whatever. And that's I remember it vividly.
Don't you too close to me.
Why we adjusting our posture?
Because you're about to get strong. You ain't gonna lie. Not about praying. Not about you were not.
At that time, and even till right now, I was still learning a relationship. Everything is brand new. So what I was used to was just shutting down and, you know what I mean, sweeping this shit under the rug. Like, that's just what I was used to.
And I'm a communicator.
She is very much so, and she has taught me that too. I will give you that. Like
that we need to get to a resolution. The whole point of communication is to resolve the situation, resolve the issue at hand, not to talk, and nothing gets resolved, because then you're just talking.
Okay, so March time frame, boom, quarantine. May time frame, I say, why don't you just stay here? You don't even gotta go home.
Why don't you just stay here? You don't even gotta go home.
And you was like, shit, why not, boo? Shit, why not, boo? And you came, and I'm like, damn, she got mad stuff, though. I said, yo, where I'm gonna put all this? She went ahead, as a matter of fact, I remember, she said, I'm gonna borrow my daddy's truck. Mind you, he got a Suburban. Boy, that thing was full to the max. When she popped the trunk, it was like, pop, everything fell out. Everything fell out in the driveway.
I put it in really
A can
good.
of soup rolled underneath the car.
I did not bring soup.
It was...
I actually did really
Listen,
good. I had a lot of clothes.
I didn't care. We had extra rooms.
But I learned how to get rid of things.
You did? Since when?
Yeah, to buy new stuff and make room.
And the old stuff?
Give it away. Come on, I donated 2 boxes to that thing over there.
So that was
But
me.
yeah.
Then we started living together, and I mean, it's been cool. I mean, even though the quarantine was going on, we was able to do some cool stuff. We got to go to see the waterfall at Shenandoah National Park.
Yeah,
That was really cool.
We went to New York.
We went to New York, and that was also during quarantine, which was kind of dangerous. But I'll tell you this though.
We wore our masks.
Yeah.
In New York.
Listen, before going to New York, I was like, man, I don't want to wear a mask, yo. This is whack.
But he still wore it. We still wore the
Yeah,
mask.
we still wore it, but I was like, you know, more hesitant after New York, because I seen people walking in the streets with their mask on, and they took it like really, really serious.
Yeah.
When after New York, I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just put on this mask. You know what I mean? We did DC, which that was really cool. You guys could check that video out.
Yeah, that was fun.
DC was really cool. I wouldn't go now though, especially.
We went to DC two times, no?
Twice?
Yeah, because that one first time when we went to my mom's. Oh no, that was the same. That was the same?
Yeah, that was the same time.
That was the same time.
DC was a day trip, which was cool. So we live in Virginia. It's 3 hours from DC.
We went to North Carolina. We went to Outer Banks.
Yes, we went to Outer Banks, and this is all during quarantine. So we say that to say this, yo. Even though it is quarantine, yo, y'all can still find things to go out and do. We went to a few national parks. We wore our masks. We social distance, and so what we do, we just try to go places where there's no crowds. You know, what was the biggest difference that you've seen from when we were just dating or talking or whatever you want to call it to when we was living together and yeah, because you don't know somebody.
I can be honest.
Yeah, be as honest as you want.
So when you're not living with a person, you don't know all the people that person is talking to.
Oh, we're being honest. We don't have to be that honest.
I asked.
Or whatever, you can be honest.
And then when you live with that person,
I have friends.
Then you know all the friends that this person was talking to, and you gotta nip that in the bud.
But that was also part of our. It was part of our relationship of solidifying and becoming a monogamous.
And friends I talked to, they knew what was up because they was respectful. I said,
Right.
Hey, I got a man now. You can't even no hitting me up, none of that. No.
Well, listen, yeah. So there was a few ties that were needed to be cut. That was the nicest way to say it. And they got cut, and it's cool because it helped us grow, and we here now from there to now. So yeah, when you're not living with somebody, you got extra time on your hands, you know. So you probably do things that maybe that you probably wouldn't do when you actually live with somebody. And what else?
You played yourself. You played yourself. You played yourself. You know why?
Why?
Because you could have had me a long time ago. All I was trying to do was give you all this love, and you just kept pushing it away.
Baby girl.
And then tell them the truth.
Look at here, baby.
Tell them the truth, baby. No,
baby
tell
girl.
them the truth. Stop it. I'm not no baby girl.
Look at here, baby.
What I look like, Bernie McNeese?
I wasn't ready for that. I had to develop.
Listen. He didn't get ready until I said, you know what? I'm a bow out.
What?
And then what you say?
You bow wow.
Bow wow. Bow wow wow. I'm a bow wow. I said it's a dub. Me and you, we done. That's what I said. And then what you say?
I said, yo, stop playing with me, ma. Yo, I'm gonna pull up on you and I'm gonna give
He
you some.
said, well, too bad. I'll see you later. And I didn't know how to take that.
You took it the best way possible. I saw you later. But it was cool. I mean, and so quarantine curated all of that. It was quarantine that curated all that.
Yeah, because it gave us time to like actually get to know, like we knew each other. We were friends. We were good friends. But to like actually get to know one another, and then you realize like, oh my gosh, I realized like he's the male version of me.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Listen, boo, I'm cooler. Alright, call me fan. Quarantine curated all that, and I'm grateful for all of it. I'm really grateful from where we were to where we at. I'm grateful for the hard times because it created some good times. You know.
That's true.
So, I mean, I can't. You know, we live.
But now he know I'm a detective.
Yeah, she's definitely Carmen Sandiego. She's definitely
With
Inspector
magnifying glass
Gadget.
right on him. If I had a pocket in this dress right now.
But it's cool though, because sometimes people need stuff like that. They need someone that's going to keep them in line to be the best person that they can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've helped too in certain situations, you know.
He helped me to just stay calm in situations. Don't let that person.
Yeah, she definitely was like a rawr, and I'm like, yo, calm down, Tiger.
That's because I got little people syndrome.
Yeah, you are very little, but
what is that?
that was you getting little. We just make each other better, which is cool. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for it. I love you.
I love you too.
So, for now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up episode 5. We are working on episode 6. We're trying to get our good friends Danny Marisol to chime in on the next episode. Our topics for that next episode is going to be
it'll delve deeper into
mental health. Yeah, we're going deeper into mental health. We're going to be talking about how to deal with fake people. You know, everybody deals with them, and sometimes when you get around certain people, you might have to portray. Yeah, you might have to portray a certain way that you're not even really feeling. But we'll talk about that more so in episode 6. What else are we talking about? And learned behavior, because we learn things from our parents that we pass down. Some people call them generational curses or things like that. But again, we're gonna be talking about that in episode 6. We thank you guys for tuning in, especially on the live. Again, subscribe, like, comment, and please subscribe, share these videos. Until next time, we thank you guys for watching.
Hey.